we've reviewed hundreds of cases, and David has the single strongest case for innocence that we've ever seen in the country.
It seemed pretty evident that there was at least some deep concerns about, you don't see that in every case where there's numerous people coming forward saying, no, someone else did it, someone else confessed to doing it. And then to have the tape confession about it.
Date is August 9th, 2004. I am P.B. Butch Johnson, Capital Investigator, Missouri State Public Defender's Office, Columbia, Missouri. For our records, would you state your name? That's Romance, R-O-M-A-N-Z-E.
Yes.
Mosby, M-O-S-B-Y.
Yeah.
And we are currently where, Mr. Mosby?
But I think now that we're in the position of sort of seeing the whole puzzle put together and having a confession, having another confession to someone the day that he kills himself, having the main witness recant under oath, under threat of perjury, to have the only other witness, the jailhouse snitch, to recant, and to have and to add to that the corroborating evidence that makes the confession make much more sense than Albert Baker's story. Putting all that together, I don't know what else you need. Mr. Baker, I guess maybe to start from the beginning. The night of the shooting,
which would be
specific day.
August 6th or 7th.
But I mean, you gave testimony about David Robinson.
I gave a false testimony about David Robinson.
You just can't help but to you get stuck on it. You read it, you be like, you ask me like, why you in prison? And I look at you dumbfounded like, I've been trying to answer that question, man. To watch my daughter go from 2 years old to 17.
You know, although we learn in school and you could go to every civics class in America, and people hear things about the presumption of innocence and innocence until proven guilty. But I guarantee you every morning when people open up a newspaper or go to a newspaper website and they see somebody's been arrested for some offense, the first thing they do is they go, gosh, the police got him, you know? Theoretically, we believe in presumption of innocence and innocent until proven guilty, but when that accused person walks into a courtroom, the jury's already thinking, well, gosh, the police just wouldn't have gone and grabbed anybody. They must have had some reason, and that weighs heavily against the defense.
David's past definitely played some sort of factor. I don't think that it was a factor in the sense that he was framed because people thought that it was worth framing him for this just to get him off the streets, but I think it made him an immediate suspect, and I think that that his past made it so that people were less willing to look to other people who should have been investigated and who should have actually been charged with this crime.
And knowing that I'm innocent, like I've been doing time for years. It didn't bother me because I knew I was guilty for it. I knew this is the lifestyle I was living. But to be accused of killing a woman, it just don't sit with me because I'm gonna protect my family, especially the women in it. I think you're a coward if you kill a woman.
That said, that's lost in these things. You know, our interest is obviously with our client, but it's not lost upon me that someone died in this case. You know, fortunately for us in this case, I think we do have we know who the person was who did it, and that person has essentially punished himself.
He just was a young man, didn't take it from the police. And they just didn't like him after all that. They just didn't like the response he gave back to them. And so that's how they killed him. That's how they killed him, when they got my son and tried to take his life from him that way, putting him away for life without the possibility of parole. I really haven't had no time with my son because he been in and out, in and out. And now he's getting older and I'm getting older. And I'm trusting and believing God gonna send him back on to me before I leave this world.
At that time, I mean, I felt like he was doing a good job. He was staying out of trouble. That, you know, honestly, I feel like, and I can't say that beyond that, I honestly believe that he's innocent. And I believe that the systems know that he's innocent. You know, and regardless of what he had done before and his reputation, I believe he's innocent.